Now, Prince Harry made a surprise public appearance in Las Vegas last night, cracking jokes with the crowd as he presented an award at an American football ceremony just hours after flying back from London.
It's an honour to be with you all tonight. I really love how you stole rugby from us, and you made it your own. Instead of passing it backwards, just pass it forwards. Why not wear pads and a helmet? Of course, have an offence and defence. That makes sense. And why not take a breather every 15 seconds? And you know what? Instead of a 10-month season, let's just make it 18 weeks. Genius.
Dear oh me. It comes as Camilla attended an event at Salisbury Cathedral where she told royal fans that the King is doing extremely well following his cancer diagnosis. Now, joining me is a former royal correspondent, Michael Cole. Michael, thanks for joining me this afternoon. I couldn't believe this. I mean, what it now transpires... Yeah, so you and I, we were discussing this the other day. So we were speculating, of course, as one does, that he'd come over that 11-hour flight from California to see his dear old dad who had just had this shocking cancer diagnosis. And then we were kind of a bit surprised. Well, it's 30 minutes, 45 minutes in Clarence House, and then back to a hotel, and then back to the airport and back to California. The King should surely have allowed him a little bit more time than that. You know, despite everything, come on, Charles, give him a bit more. It turns out that the person who probably kept the meeting short was Harry, because he had to fly back to go to this rather vulgar ceremony in Las Vegas. What is he playing at? I mean, the vulgarity of this is just unbelievable.
Yeah, good afternoon, Kevin. I would like to be able to say the boy done well, but he missed 2, possibly 3 own goals there, because had he, in front of that crowd in Las Vegas, having just come from seeing his father, have said something about his condition and wished him well, that would have gone down hugely well with that crowd. And even more, had he found some kind, genuine words for his sister-in-law, who is recovering from what has obviously been major surgery at the London clinic. If he'd done that, that would have gone down a storm, because Kate, Princess of Wales, has an affirmative, positive rating in America of 35%. That means that 35% people more like her than dislike her. And that's very, very high indeed. And a recent poll showed that her husband, Prince William, the Prince of Wales, he is the most popular man in America. And that is extraordinary. And had he said that, I think he would have got tremendous applause. There we see him. And what a contrast with that speech the other night. And I'm glad you've shown those pictures, because when the Prince of Wales, made that speech at the air ambulance, he did give a summary, a short one, a tribute to his father, and said what was going on. And then he made a very good joke saying, it's been a lot of medical news lately, but I'm so glad to be here and get away from it all at the air ambulance. And that went down very well. And of course, he was an air ambulance pilot, even over the skies where I'm sitting here now in Suffolk. He was with the East Anglian Air Ambulance, and he didn't mess about at it, Kevin. He was there. He saw a lot. He went to multiple car crashes on roads, and he saw a great deal of carnage, him being in the RAF as a search and rescue pilot. So I think the contrast, and we're entitled to contrast them, the 2 speeches. And there was another thing, you know, Kevin, which not many people will know, but I want to share with you, because Prince Harry was giving the Walter Payton Award to the most valued player in the football league.
In the NFL, yeah.
And yeah, in the NFL. Now, Walter Payton was one of the most famous, probably the most famous black footballer ever. He died in 1999. He did a tremendous amount of good work after he left the sport. But in 1987, when Prince Harry was 4, Walter Payton, whose nickname was Sweetness, came over here and he took part in the It's a Royal Knockout at Alton Towers. Do you remember?
I do
It was
remember. I
very
remember the press conference when Prince
Yeah.
Edward stormed out. I was there. Can I just get you on Harry though, because we haven't got long left, Michael.
No, okay.
I just think he's made a terrible mistake here. You know, sometimes I'm not saying he should drop everything just because his dad's ill, but he should have said about this ceremony, listen, my dad's got cancer. I've just been over to see him. Do you mind if I give this one a miss? But we learn that it's being streamed by Paramount. He just went to Jamaica with the president of Paramount. I think he went to this award because ultimately there's money in it for him.
And did he fly there? Because it's only a 3 or 4 hour drive from Los Angeles to Las Vegas. He could have done it by car. He certainly was on a freebie flight down to Jamaica for the premiere of this film. So it's a great shame. I don't know who's giving him. I mean, what you just said, what he should have said, that's exactly what he should have said last night. It would, as I say, have been tremendously appreciated by that audience there, fresh from seeing.
Absolutely, Michael. Michael, I've got to end of the show. Great to speak to you as always. Thank you very much.